So in this video I'm going to be insulating the underside of the floor for the kiln. Got the floor on and I hadn't thought about insulating it and putting the vapor barrier in. What I decided to do was use some of this rigid foam insulation, and the nice thing about this is it's perforated and it breaks down to 16 inches. The floor joists are 16 inches on center, which means the center of the joist is 16 inches apart, which means there's still about another inch and a half in between, which means I'm only going to fit 14 and a half inches of foam in between. These are 16 inches wide, so I'm going to have to cut a couple inches off of these in order to fit them in. So I'm going to be using this blue board foam insulation and construction adhesive, and I'm going to glue these to the underside of the floor, and that will act as both a vapor barrier and as insulation. Without any further delay, I'm just going to jump right into it. We'll see you in a bit. Alright, so I already went ahead and I cut the first one. So I cut it to about 14 1/4 by 72 to fill the cavity underneath the floor here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this first one in place. So this is liquid nails, and it says for projects and foam board adhesive, so apparently it's made for doing this, so we'll see how well it works. Well, that first one went in pretty well. It seems to stick really good. Alright guys, so I just went ahead and I cut all of the pieces of rigid foam insulation to size because it was just easier that way. Off camera it was a big mess and a real pain, and so I'm just going to go ahead and glue the rest of these in so this way I can put the floor back down and get it all leveled out and ready for the walls. Alright guys, so I have all of the foam panels in each of the floor joist cavities, and I just ran out of construction adhesive, which is really no big deal because they're all glued in place, but what I wanted to do was seal all around the edges of each of the foam boards to fill in any sort of gaps. But I'm just going to go ahead and grab some regular silicone caulking and just seal the rest of these, and then I'm going to lay the floor down, and then next time I'll level the floor and we'll get the walls up. I appreciate you guys watching and sticking with me through this build. It's a lot of fun for me. Installation part really isn't all that much fun, but it's got to be done, and I'm still going to have to do all the walls once I get those in. If you're new here, please consider subscribing if you like this video, and if you're interested in seeing the whole kiln build, go back to the first one and you'll be able to see the rest of the build in action. So I hope you're able to follow along, and until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Take care.